Good evening. Welcome to another exciting edition of So in a Bourbon. Charlie, tell them what we have before us tonight.
Tonight we have an offering from bluerun, their high rye bourbon.
Batch 2, and we are going to find out, is this non-age stated, sourced high rye bourbon worth the price? Okay, Charlie, so bluerun. Bluerun started in 2020, right in the heart of the pandemic, right?
Yep, and hit with a splash because
everything they released sold out.
And the man, the myth, the legend is in charge of it.
Jim Rutledge.
Jim Rutledge, and if that name sounds familiar to you, it should, because he's been around for a little while.
A little bit.
Most notably at the Four Roses Distillery, where he kind of made his name. And now he's doing the old bluerun.
Yeah, so this one is a high rye. So it's 65% corn, 30% rye, 5% malted barley.
Which is awesome because they also put it on the back of the bottle, which if there's one thing Charlie loves, it's transparency on the bottle.
Yeah, and this is batch 2 of their high rye. It was released in the fall of 2022, so.
Okay, so this is actually last year's batch 2.
It is.
Okay.
But you know what? I don't think I've had any bluerun, to be honest with you. Maybe I might have had a sip here and there at somebody's house.
I had a sip at somebody's house. Yep, and it was okay. I don't remember.
Yeah. So this was contract distilled at Castle and Key.
Okay.
Mr. Rutledge oversaw this. Okay.
So it's sourced from Castle and Key,
and they're in the process of building a distillery in Georgetown, 35,000 square foot distillery.
Is there anybody not building a distillery in Kentucky? Comment in the comments if you're not building a distillery in Kentucky. So yeah, I mean, bluerun.
Yeah, so this is non-age stated. We love that, don't we? We know it's at least 4 years old. MSRP.
MSRP.
$99.
Did you pay $90?
I did not pay $99 for this. I got a great deal on this bottle at Seelbach's.
Love Seelbachs.com.
$50.
Check it out.
Paid $50 for this
good
bottle,
website.
So, yeah.
Send us free stuff, Seelbachs.
It was a good deal. Yeah.
I am excited to get into this one because anytime, if you're anything like me, that if you're perusing through a liquor store or grocery store and you see a bottle that is marked down to a ridiculous deal, you're like, well, I'm not going to not try it for that.
Right.
So I love this.
Let's do it. 111 proof.
111 proof.
It sure is light.
I don't know if that carries to the camera, but man, is that light.
Pretty light.
I mean, it's really light, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's
right?
Very light honey color.
I see darker honey.
A little ethanol on the nose, but
yeah, a little spicy.
Getting a little bit of a floral note coming through on this.
I do too. Boy, there's a very pleasing, like you said, kind of sweet floral.
But the rye's there. It's tickling your.
Yep.
What do you say? Tickling your nostrils.
Tickling my nostrils. Spicy rye. All right, let's.
I'm kind of anxious to.
bluerun, $50.
Get into this one. I'm gonna let you go first.
I like that a lot. Now you can go.
I like it a lot too. I really do. It's pleasant.
God damn, I like that.
It's got all kinds going on.
Man,
right? It's
good job, Jim.
You got your caramels. You've got that floral note kind of carries through a little bit, almost.
Yeah, like big bourbon flavor on the front, and then it kind of softens mid palate, and kind of takes you on a little ride, and you get a little bit of rye spice, and only 5% malted barley, but it's got a nice little malty note on it.
Malty note on it.
Incredibly,
it kind of balances out the rye, doesn't it?
Stop taking my commentary. Incredibly well balanced, proofed perfect. Sippable at 111, a drop of water will calm it down. If you're into that, you could drink it over a cube. I got to tell you, I was a little skeptical on the color. Did not expect that flavor to come out of this color.
No, I didn't either. It definitely drinks deeper than its color, that's for sure.
It drinks deeper than its color. Look out, his powers are growing.
I really like that. It's a good balance of sweetness and rye spice, and like you said, the maltiness comes through.
Yeah.
Well executed.
I like that a lot. I was not expecting. Now, I will tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
I really think I like it because I know it was $50.
Yeah. At $100, would I like it as much? Probably not.
And that's the rub, right? Like at $50, you're like, man, I'd probably buy another one of those.
Yeah.
At $100, I like it, but I don't know if I like it enough to buy it again or purchase that. Is it it's a pretty darn good bottle of bourbon.
But I'm glad you brought that up, because I kind of got caught up in, oh yeah, that's really good, and forgot about
the $99.
I only paid 50, but
right.
Those people are going to have to pay $99 for it. Would I buy it again for $99? That's the question.
Would you?
Probably not.
I wouldn't either.
And that's no offense. No, that's not a knock against what's in the bottle. I like what's in the bottle.
I do too.
Just not going to pay $99.
Not going to pay $99 for it. But I think that is a very well executed high rye bourbon. Like what you want out of a high rye bourbon is bourbon character with a little bit of that rye character, a little bit of spice, that kind of sweetness of the rye to maybe mellow that bourbon out. I will tell you, I don't think this is very old.
No, I don't think it is.
I think this is like 4 years old on a stopwatch.
It's it's a little heavy on the alcohol. It's not unpleasant, but it's
there.
Yeah.
But the one thing you don't get from it is really any oak character. Mm-hmm. Like I get very little oak character from it, which is fine. I don't know.
When we say oak character, obviously there's oak character because that's what gives the bourbon 90% of its flavor, right? I think what you're saying is the aged oak, yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think we all know what I'm saying.
Do we?
No. Nobody knows what I'm saying.
So I want to talk about Blue Run a little bit.
All right, talk about Blue
Run. So on top
of
Jim Rutledge, the company's first hire was Shaylin Gammon. Do you know who Shaylin Gammon is?
Boy, that sounds familiar.
As you look at my notes, she's the whiskey director.
Oh.
So she was actually at Wild Turkey.
Maybe that's...
She's responsible for the Russell's Reserve 13 year that Fred Minnick named Whiskey of the Year in 2021.
Yeah, I've had the
Best
Russells.
American whiskey.
I've had the Russell's 13. It's pretty good. Good job there, Miss Gammon.
And a little tidbit. When she was developing that Russell's 13, she was pregnant.
Oh.
So she didn't taste it. She did it by smell.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
That is pretty cool. Nose matters.
So it's no surprise that, that they know what they're doing over there. What?
I'm just nosy.
Let's talk about the bottle.
Okay.
Look how pretty that bottle is.
It's got a butterfly on it.
Do you know the story on the butterfly?
I do not.
I'm going to tell you.
All right.
So another co-founder of Blue Run is Devin McKinney. He designed the bottle with the butterfly. Do you know what else he designed?
The Nike Air Force One?
Yes.
I looked at
He looked at my notes. He peeked.
I did peek. The Nike Air Force One. It's an important shoe.
So the butterfly, do you know why they used a butterfly?
Does it represent change and...
It represents Blue Run's desire to evolve the bourbon experience, to put it succinctly.
There you go.
So now you know everything you wanted to know about Blue Run, right?
And there's a lot of blue runs out there right now. Beautiful bottles. The thing that, and kind of to bring it back to the start, is it worth the money? Because when you find them, when you see them, they're usually around that $80 and up. I really like this one.
I really do like this.
At $50.
Yeah. At 50, or I'd even go 60 on it.
I may even go $62.99.
What about 63?
Pushing it.
All right, rate it.
6.375. For no reason in particular. At $100, it's
At $100, okay. At $100, I'll rate it a 6.5. At $50, I'll rate it a solid 7.5.
At $50, I would rate it as 7.125. Because
Where does he always get this 0.125?
7.37875 is what I would rate that. I do mortgages for a living, so I like percentages. It is impossible now in 2023, soon to be 2024, to not take into consideration the price that you're paying for the bourbon. A $10 bottle of bourbon has a lot higher ceiling than a $100 bottle of bourbon.
It does.
And
when you think about what else you could get, for $75, you could get a Jack Daniel's special release, or
just a bunch of good shelfers. Like, that's the whole thing.
Craig's barrel proof at $70.
It's quantity over quality, and that's the thing in the bourbon economy. It's the first time I've mentioned it tonight. I want to point that out, that it is impossible to separate the bourbon in the bottle from the price tag that you're paying, and we're all feeling it. Like, everybody goes to their store and their favorite bottle has gone up in price, or it's gone, or the new release that you were really excited to get is $500, and that's not fun. So the transition toward lower priced budget bourbons that are readily available has begun and will continue.
Having said all that, I'm really going to enjoy this bottle while it lasts for $50. I'm going to go to it probably quite often.
I'm going to get on Seelbach.com and see if they've got another one.
Sorry, it's back up to $99.
Son of a crap.
All right, Charlie, tell them what we would love for them to do.
We would love it if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel and become a part of the So Into Bourbon family.
And share it with your friends.
Share it with your family.
Going off the rails here. Check us out on Facebook, So Into Bourbon, Instagram, So Into Bourbon, TikTok, Whiskey Realtor, and Charlie. You know what to tell them.
I know what to tell them. You got to keep your wallets loose, people. And your bungholes tight. Good night, everybody.
Peace out.
Can you make this noise on camera? Go over a little bit this way.
Shouldn't have done that.
Shouldn't have done what?
Smell my fingers. That didn't come out right.
Yep.
Oh, shouldn't have done that. Whew. All right. Sound in the world. Good evening. Welcome to... Ready?
Hold on.
Straighten up.
Just let me think about dead puppies or something for a minute. Okay. Bunch of dead puppies. All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. Welcome. Stop. I'm not going to put up with that. 3, 2, 1. Action. And tonight, hopefully, we're going to find out what are we going to find out.
No, gosh dang it. I am sick of executing at a high level of professionalism. You
didn't execute because you didn't ask the damn question.
You asked the question. I tell what it is. You ask the question.
I forgot what the question is.
Which proves my point. You okay?
Met her on a Monday and my heart stood still. The blue run, 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 the blue run, run.
What's with the butterfly?
I'm done. Stop it, Charlie.
Meetings will continue until morale improves.
All right.
Action.